Your Excellency, I wanted to ask you two questions about the church in Ukraine. First of all, the Orthodox Christian community celebrated Easter last Sunday, and precisely at that time, Russian invaders destroyed a number of churches in the Zaporizhia region. Are the Russian invaders intentionally targeted churches or other religious infrastructure, and are there instances beyond the ones I've mentioned where you see this happening?
Thank you for the question. So, yes, Russia is targeting both churches, both historical, cultural places, libraries. So we have over 300 of both the religious places, the historical and cultural places that have been either significantly targeted or destroyed. It was an Easter. It was when people were going to churches, as we have a tradition in Ukraine, to bringing bread and Easter eggs. Russia was still launching missile attacks on those civilian objects because there are no soldiers in the church. The people went there to pray with the hope for the victory, with the hope for their sons and daughters who are on the front line. So, yes, and if it comes for the occupied regions, they are even looting and burning Ukrainian books from the Ukrainian libraries. They published the new books on history in Russia, where just from history of Kiev Rus, they are totally erasing Kiev as the center of Kiev Rus.
Thank you. And I want to just get one more question in, just also on the church issue. I know there's legitimate recognition of the negative role of the Moscow Patriarchate and its support for the war. The Ukrainian Orthodox Church, under the ecclesial jurisdiction of the Moscow Patriarchate, has sought to distinguish himself. And I know this is a complex and sensitive issue. I wonder if you can share any comments on the relationship between the Ukrainian government and this particular church, and about how to strike the balance between preserving religious freedom while also addressing instances of churches being used and misused for hostile military purposes.
Thank you for this question. And I think it's quite obvious. Ukraine, as a country, respects all the religions. We have different religions inside the country. Yes, Christianity is the majority, but Ukraine never had any issues with respect for any of the religious beliefs of our citizens, the people who live in Ukraine. But also in the wartime, it's a matter of not the church and religion, but the individuals who could be and are investigated on their activities against Ukraine, its sovereignty and territorial integrity. That's it.